But I guess we want to move on a little bit to the last kind of topic. Today is the second set of scrimmages, and today the Pacers play. And it turns out Victor Oladipo is actually starting in this game after people said he might not even end up playing in the
I
bubble.
think didn't he say, "Oh, I'm not going to play"?
I think so. I mean,
Huh.
it's
I
been a
mean,
week.
obviously changed his mind.
Yeah. He denied a contract from the Pacers. Was it 4 years, 80 million? Or
I
four?
think it was four for 88,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that.
But
Jinx.
realistically, I mean, that deal in general is a pretty hefty deal. It's not, I guess, what he wanted. He thought he was worth more than that, which I guess bet on yourself. I respect
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, I mean, coming off this injury, he looked a little shaky, but towards the end of the year, he started to pick it up a little bit. Do we think he's going to perform well in this little play-in/playoffs?
I think it's hard to tell. I mean, I don't think he's going to do enough to bring the Pacers or to even turn the Pacers into a competitive team. I mean, they're okay. They have Sabonis, All-Star. I mean, obviously Oladipo's been an All-Star. He's been a really good player in general. But I don't think he's enough to change the fact that this Pacers team isn't going to get out of the first. Maybe they'll win a game or two.
Yeah, I would say that the Pacers are they're
I
very
mean, who are they going to play? The Heat?
yeah. Whoever
Yeah.
they play, they're going to lose to. I think
I
that's
don't think – I think if they play the Heat, they could maybe win one game.
yeah.
Just out of pure, surprise. Who knows?
Sometimes teams have to play badly one night and
Yeah.
other teams play well. I don't think they make it out of the first round, but I would say the Pacers are a team that honestly kind of struggle from their ownership wanting to constantly win and not wanting to rebuild because
Yeah.
this team is good. Like they have it, but they're never going to be a championship team unless they pull off some
Yeah.
sort. And they're not going to be able to get big free agents.
They might make the playoffs, but they're never going to
Yeah.
advance in the playoffs.
So they've got to build organically through the draft and either trade some guys for better picks, or I mean, somehow they've got to get lucky on a second rounder or a late first rounder.
I mean, honestly, I think Oladipo, he can be the guy. He's
Yeah.
proven he's played incredibly before. It comes down to if that injury has affected that play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he barely played really at all before the season got canceled. So I'd love to. I would enjoy watching him play just because this is kind of very meaningful, more meaningful for him than others because he's fighting for that contract. He's fighting for his position on the team and in general as a star. Because before his injury, he was a star. We don't really know right now.
I mean, this is a Pacers team though that I guess with Oladipo, I mean they almost beat LeBron in 2018. So, I mean with Oladipo, who knows? Pre-injury Oladipo was one of the better players in the league, so it would not shock me.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the thing is, this isn't this is post, and we don't know.
Yeah, potentially if he gets back to that stage a year or so down the road, maybe after this plan, it'd be interesting.
These are untested waters. We don't know. It's just something that is going to have to be a developing case. After this pod and a couple podcasts, or maybe the next one, maybe we will have seen he played really well. So we'll see what happens.
Is on Oladipo in the bubble
statistically, or
just as do you think he's going to look like pre-injury or post? I guess
honestly, with everything, I feel like he just came back out of nowhere. He didn't really have time to mentally prepare that much. I can kind of see him playing pretty mediocrely. I don't think he's going to go back to 2017, 2018.
That's what I think.
I think he's going to kind of prove that he turned down a big deal and that he needs to either maybe talk to management and be like, okay, I'll take it now, or not. I mean, it's kind of a sad case. Injuries, that's just an example of injuries tearing you up. To have such potential like that and be a top player in the league to now kind of not even know what your role in the league's going to be in a year or two.
Yeah, I would say the same. I don't think that he's necessarily going to come out and wow everyone, but I do think he'll be slowly improving throughout the play-in, I think.
Yeah, he's just got to get back into basketball form and not shape, but form. I mean, basketball is pretty mental if you think about it, just from preparing. And if you're okay, I'm not going to go play. I'm going to go play now. Oh, but maybe not. Oh, I'm going to go play. It's hard to find a a consistent level of playing if you don't know what you're going to do in your head.